Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. So in this video I'm going to walk you through how to sign in and use our two online platforms that we'll be using. So one of them will be Actively Learn and one of them is going to be Microsoft Teams. So Actively Learn you can get to going through your ClassLink. So if you have any classes in ClassLink, you're used to this. So your ClassLink should look something like this. There's a bunch of different icons to click on, and one of them looks like this, and this is going to be our Actively Learn. You can also get to Actively Learn by just going to activelylearn.com and then signing in with your Office 365 account. And so that is the same account that you use to log into FlexiSketch, and I think a couple of other things via Skyline. So once I log in to Actively Learn, it's going to look a little bit different. So I'm in teacher mode. Let's switch over to student mode. So when you're in student mode, you will have classes over here, and I'm not sure, maybe some of your other teachers are using this, maybe not, I don't know, but I will be. So once you're in Actively Learn, you'll see classes and you'll see this little plus. That little plus button is going to allow you to join our class. So if I click on the plus, it's going to ask join one of my classes or join another teacher's class using a code. Using the code is the way I know how to do it. I'm not sure what happens if you click that one. Maybe it'll join into my class, maybe not. But what does work for sure is if you go to this, join another teacher's class using a code, and then you use your class code. So I will be sending out your class codes, but they're also here. So if I was signing up for period 4 environmental systems, I would use this class code, ZXCWU, and if I'm in period 5, I would be using this class code, QVXCP. So depending on the period that you are in, and please double check that, you'll be using a different class code. So if I take that and I go to my Actively Learn and I put in my class code, join, there I can already see all of my Actively Learn materials. So I can see that there are 3 assignments that are in here, and I have unanswered questions on each of them. That means I have not yet started it. I have been a bad student. So once you're in here, on our weekly schedule, I will tell you which assignments to be working on. I know for a fact that this is the first assignment that you're going to have. This is the assignment that you'll be working on today, renewable versus non-renewable. It's a little bit of review. So if I go to that assignment, I will see that this particular one is a reading. Some of them might be videos, but it's kind of neat. You can hear the text from the beginning, so if reading is something that you struggle with, or like for me, I'm dyslexic, so sometimes hearing people read it aloud can be really helpful for me. There's that option, which is really, really cool. You can also do notes on this, so as you go, you can kind of take notes. There's a couple of other things, so there's text settings, so you can make the text bigger. There's also a specific dyslexic setting for those of you that might struggle with that. You can change the font, you can change the spacing if that's something you want to do. So there's a lot of really cool things that Actively Learn has done to help people. Notes, questions, prints. So there's a couple of things you can play around with. But once you're in there and you have the reading, you're going to read through it. So I'm reading through, reading through, reading through, reading through. Ooh, there's something highlighted. What does that mean? What if I click on it? Ooh, whoa, main idea. Okay, cool. Cancel that. And I'm reading through. And then at the end, here's a question. And so you do have to answer these questions that are in there. Otherwise, I won't read it. And so what actually happens is you can't read the rest of the article until you've answered the question. So I might say, maybe save it as a draft and come back to it later. And then I believe, oh no, because it says I'm only 50% complete. Maybe, oh, so maybe I have to submit it to, okay, so you do have to submit it, sorry. So you have to submit it in order to read the rest of it. But you can save it and then come back to it later. So like, let's say you're working on it and then your little sibling comes up and they're like nagging you, you can kind of type something in, save it, and then come back to it. But once you submit it, that is what I will grade. It looks like you can revise the answer. Again, it's going to be some playing around with that. So then you'll read on. So you have to answer the question before you can read on, and it's just going to kind of be like that throughout the assignment. So you'll have to type something in, submit it before you get access to the rest of the material. And the way that I knew I wasn't quite done is there's this little thing in the bottom as you scroll that tells you how far through the reading you are. So like down in this bottom corner, if I'm scrolling, I can see 76, 74, 80% done. Okay? So that is Actively Learn. So you'll see that we have 3 assignments in there for this week. A couple of things are not yet added in there, but that's going to kind of be the main place for our activities. So like here's a lecture that I made, and I have questions in it, and that's going to be a video. And you can see that because it has a little play button. Okay, so there's a couple of different means and ways that we'll be using Actively Learn, but that'll be the main thing that we'll be using there. The other thing that we'll be using is Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams, again, you're going to use your Office 365 account to get into it. And once you are into Microsoft Teams, you should see all of the classes that you are in for the school year. So like I see my period 1, which is biology. I see my period 2, which is also biology. I see my period 4, which is environmental systems, period 5, which is environmental systems, and I see my period 7, which is IB, environmental systems. So there's that, but what you should also see is combined enviro systems. This is where we will be holding office hours. I will check into your specific class periods, but the place I want you to be posting is going to be in the combined environmental systems. So if I click on that, it'll take us to a page that says posts, and that is where I will be holding my quote-unquote office hours. So in here on Tuesdays, Wednesday, and Thursday from so Tuesday, and I also sent this in an email, Wednesday, Thursday, from 9:30 to 10, I will be checking this. Okay, so this is going to be a place where you can get more rapid responses. You can always send me emails, right? Emails are still totally fair game, but emails will not get as immediate a response as during 9:30 to 10 on Teams. So if you're in Teams 9:30 to 10, you can type in your question. I am still confused on renewable versus non-renewable. So you post your question, okay? Then you'll notice that there's this reply button. I can use the reply button to answer your question, but your peers can as well. And because of that, because you guys can be interacting with each other, I just want to make really clear some norms and some expectations I have for you guys. Because I want this to be a safe space. I want this to be a cool space where we can learn and grow together. And in order to do that, I want you guys to know what my expectations are. Okay? And I think it's pretty straightforward. You guys are all adults. You guys have been kind and thoughtful throughout the school year, so I'm expecting that to carry over onto the online platform. But I do know that some things get lost when you no longer are seeing the faces, and specifically hearing tone of voices. And so sometimes people say things that can be taken the wrong way. So I want to make sure that that does not happen in this platform. Okay? So with all of that being said, this is a space where you can continue to impress me with your maturity and kindness. And I do want you to know that the abuses to this will be taken very seriously. So if I see anything, if I hear about anything, it will go to admin and it will go to your family, so people will be aware of what you're doing, and then we're going to have to come up with some alternative for you that doesn't involve using Teams. So what can you do? You can ask questions that you're having regarding the weekly assignments. That's what it's for. So if you're working through an assignment and you're struggling with it, that's the place to ask. You should be helping your peers. So if you see someone ask a question that you know the answer to, and let's say it's like 11 o'clock and I didn't get to answer it, and you know, people don't want to be having to sit around for 24 hours to wait for an answer. They post it on there for a more immediate response. So if you see it and you know the answer it, right? Just make sure that you're being kind and make sure that you are explaining how. So if I'm looking and I'm seeing a question like this, I am going to be respectful, right? I'm not going to be making fun of them like, wow, Miss Wilson, you're so stupid. I can't believe you didn't get that. That's not something what we're going to do. What we are going to do is we're going to respond thoughtfully. We're going to say, what a great question, or whatever, right? Positive reinforcement. The way I think about it is blah, 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 blah. Okay? And then maybe someone has responded to this question that they asked, but you think about it a different way, so then you can respond. That's awesome. I never thought of it like that. The way I think about it is whatever, right? One of my favorite things about teaching you guys, and you know, preferably being in a classroom with you guys, is being able to see all the different ways that you guys think things through. It's amazing, right? I learn things every single day from interacting with you guys. Just learning new mnemonic devices, new ways to remember things, connections that you're making to help you learn the materials. It's awesome, and I don't want that to stop just because we're not face to face. So Teams is that place where you can share some of those insights, some of those things that you've been doing that have helped you, that can then help your peers. Okay. And then, of course, if I see that an answer that someone's given is wrong, I'll kind of jump in and I'll correct it. But if the answer looks good, I'm just going to leave it for you guys. You can also post helpful resources that you found relating to the topic. So maybe you had that same question and you went to a Bozeman science video, or you went to some other YouTube video, then you can post it. Again, I'll be checking those to make sure that they're not inappropriate. And then again, Teams should be used for academic purposes only. This isn't a space for you guys to be having random inside jokes or stuff like that. This is a space for everyone to feel accepted and included. So if I see any of that, I'm just going to ask you guys to stop. Okay? So those are all the things that we are using Teams for. Some of the things that we are not using Teams to do is to put down others or make jokes. Inside jokes or otherwise. So remember, when we're typing things, we don't necessarily get the tone across. And so something that, you know, as a joke between you and your friend might seem like something really inappropriate and hurtful, and will be taken down. So don't do that. And we also don't want people to feel excluded. So just keep all the stuff that's non-academic out of there. Okay, so this is for academic purposes. No negative comments. Don't disrupt the academic learning and growth. And don't ask for every question to the worksheets that we're working on, right? That's essentially cheating. So we're not going to do that. I have some ways, if you are kind of struggling with like, well, how do I answer a question respectfully, or how do I respectfully disagree with someone? I have some sentence starters there if it helps you. But again, you don't have to use Teams, right? You can still email me if you just want to privately ask something. That is okay. I'm just hoping that Teams could be a really cool resource where you guys can have some of those academic conversations that you would be having in the classroom. The last thing I just want to say is to make sure that you are telling me immediately if you see anything inappropriate, rude, or unkind, because I might not be checking Teams every minute of the day, but I might like get notifications of emails and things like that. I'm also not as tech savvy as you, so if you see something, please let me know. Please report it. It'll be anonymous as always, and just make sure we're being kind. I only have 4 seconds, so be kind, be prepared. It's great.